What if I told you that one of the world's most powerful philosophies, a system for building unshakable resilience and peace, was born from a total and utter catastrophe? This isn't a story of wise kings in marble halls. This is a story of ruin, desperation, and a secret that was almost lost to the sea. The story begins not with a triumphant philosopher, but with a broken man, a merchant who lost everything. And the secret he discovered in the ashes of his old life didn't just change him. It would go on to guide emperors, slaves, and millions for over 2,000 years. Stay with me, because the true history of Stoicism is more suspicious, more human, and more powerful than you've ever been told. Act 1. The Shipwreck and the Founder. Around 300 BC, a merchant named Zeno of Citium was sailing from his home in Cyprus with a cargo full of precious purple dye. A violent storm struck. His ship sank. He lost his entire fortune, every single thing he owned, at the bottom of the Mediterranean. Was this the end? This was the beginning. Washed up in Athens, destitute and disillusioned, Zeno wandered into a bookstore. The bookseller, fatefully, was reading about Socrates. This encounter ignited a fire in him. He sought out the city's greatest philosophers, but found their teachings lacking. They were too abstract, too detached from the pain of real life, the kind of pain Zeno knew intimately. So he started teaching his own philosophy from a public colonnade, a stoa poikile, or painted porch. And that's how his followers got their name, the Stoics. Think about that for a second. The entire philosophy is named after a porch. This wasn't an exclusive club for the elite. It was a public qualification, born from the street, built for the hardships of everyday life. Act 2. The System and the Unexpected Champions. But Zeno and his early successors like Chrysippus only built the foundation. They created a powerful system of logic, physics, and ethics. But the secret of Stoicism's endurance lies with three unlikely champions who proved it worked in the real world.
First, there was Seneca, a man of immense wealth and power, an advisor to the terrifying Emperor Nero. He wasn't a sage on a mountaintop. He was in the belly of the beast, navigating betrayal, corruption, and the constant threat of death. His writings are a masterclass in applying Stoicism not to escape the world, but to survive and find virtue within it. Then, in stark contrast, was Epictetus. He was born a slave. His leg was brutally broken by his master, leaving him permanently crippled. Yet, he achieved his freedom and became one of the most revered teachers in Rome. Epictetus taught the core Stoic secret with brutal clarity. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. His focus was on inner freedom, the one thing no tyrant can ever take from you. And finally, the ultimate test. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world. As Roman emperor, he faced constant war, plague, and treachery. While leading military campaigns on the front lines, he wrote a private journal, now known as Meditations. This wasn't for publication, it was his personal struggle, his nightly reminder to himself to stay just, patient, and virtuous, despite possessing absolute power. Look at this trio, the wealthy statesman, the former slave, and the emperor. If this philosophy could work for all of them across such radically different lives, what does that tell you about its power? ACT 3. The Banishment and the Modern Resurrection.
So, what happened? If Stoicism was so powerful, why did it fade from view? The secret was almost erased. With the rise of Christianity, pagan schools of philosophy were systematically shut down by Emperor Justinian in 529 AD. The Stoic texts were lost, burned, or forgotten in dusty libraries. For centuries, Stoicism survived only in fragments, a ghost of an idea. But a secret this powerful cannot stay hidden forever. It was rediscovered during the Renaissance. Its influence is the hidden code behind much of our modern world. It inspired Shakespeare, the founding fathers of the United States, and it forms the absolute bedrock of modern cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Every time a therapist teaches you to challenge your irrational thoughts, they are teaching you a modern, clinical version of the Stoic practice of examining your impressions. Today, Stoicism is experiencing a massive resurrection. Why? Because in our world of chaos, noise, and anxiety, we are desperately searching for an anchor. And we've rediscovered the one built by a shipwrecked merchant on a public porch.
Conclusion and call to action. So, here is the ultimate secret the history of Stoicism reveals. This is not a philosophy of perfection. It is a philosophy of practice. It's a tool for the shipwrecked, the powerful, the enslaved, and the everyday person trying to get by. It's for anyone who has ever faced a storm, external or internal. The call to action is not just to learn about Stoicism, but to practice it. This isn't about passive consumption. It's about active transformation. Start today. Pick up one of the texts, Meditations, the Discourses of Epictetus, Seneca's Letters. Read one page, and then ask yourself the question the Stoics asked every single day. What is in my control, and what is not? Focus your energy relentlessly on the first, and accept the second. This is the secret that has been passed down for over 2,300 years. Now, it's your turn. If this hidden history resonated with you, if you're ready to explore this powerful way of living, then hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We have so much more to explore together on this channel. In the comments below, I want to know, which of the three Stoics, Seneca, Epictetus, or Marcus Aurelius, resonates most with your life right now, and why? Let's start a conversation. Thank you for watching. Remember, the obstacle is the way.